Yevgeny Prigozhin, the 62-year-old owner of the Kremlin-allied Wagner Group, has been at the center of some of Russia's deadliest battles, particularly in the invasion of Ukraine. But recently, he defied expectations by staging a dramatic rebellion against Russia's military, challenging even the authority of President Vladimir Putin himself. Prigozhin's private army, composed of inmate recruits and mercenaries, known as the Wagner Group, has fought in the heart of the conflict. Their involvement has raised eyebrows and concerns worldwide. But who is Yevgeny Prigozhin, and how did he rise to prominence? Born in Leningrad, now known as St. Petersburg, Prigozhin's journey to power was anything but conventional. After serving time in prison during the final years of the Soviet Union, his entrepreneurial spirit led him to own a hot dog stand and later, luxurious restaurants that caught the attention of Vladimir Putin himself. Putin, in his first term as Russian leader, recognized Prigozhin's business acumen and even dined at one of his establishments with then-French President Jacques Chirac. This encounter opened doors for Prigozhin, expanding his business empire into catering, school lunches, and even providing services to the Russian military. But it was Prigozhin's ownership of the Wagner Group that truly put him on the world stage. Wagner, a Kremlin-allied mercenary force, became an integral part of Putin's strategy to extend Russian influence globally. Accused of involvement in conflicts across Africa, their activities have drawn international condemnation for human rights abuses. Prigozhin's mercenaries fought alongside the Russian army in Ukraine, taking part in some of the bloodiest battles. But as the death toll rose, Prigozhin turned against Russia's military leadership, openly criticizing their incompetence and alleged lack of support for his troops. The rebellion reached its peak when Prigozhin called for an armed uprising to oust the defense minister, igniting fears of a potential clash within Russia's power structure. As tensions escalated, Moscow was put on high alert, and checkpoints sealed off the city. However, the crisis took an unexpected turn when Prigozhin abruptly stood down, striking a deal to move to Belarus. Speculation surrounding his future and his relationship with Putin continues to captivate the world. Yevgeny Prigozhin, the enigmatic figure known as Putin's chef, has carved a unique path, blending business savvy with military endeavors. While his exact role within Putin's inner circle remains unclear, one thing is certain. His influence and ambitions extend far beyond the walls of his luxurious restaurants. As Prigozhin grew more outspoken against the way Russia's conventional military conducted fighting in Ukraine, he continued to play a seemingly indispensable role for the Russian offensive and appeared to suffer no retaliation from Putin for his criticism of Putin's generals. Media reports at times suggested Prigozhin's influence on Putin was growing and he was after a prominent political post. But analysts warned against overestimating his influence with Putin. "He's not one of Putin's close figures or a confidant," said Mark Galeotti of University College, London, who specializes in Russian security affairs, speaking on his podcast, In Moscow's Shadows. Prigozhin does what the Kremlin wants and does very well for himself in the process. But that's the thing, he is part of the staff rather than part of the family, Galeotti said. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our channel.